unmuting your video.
Look at the guy in the back.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm driving, y'all, so you might just see the back of my car.
Oh my God, she's driving.
Look, I have my headset in. I'm totally legal.
You must really want to talk to us.
I do. I couldn't, I had to make sure, first of all, if Anne-Marie was going to fall asleep on the call, I so wanted to be on that call.
I seriously could fall asleep.
Me too.
Right now.
Me too. That's why I'm here.
I'm like,
we just want to watch you fall asleep. You're the entertainment.
For the record, out of all of us, Lisa could sleep all night long.
I don't have insomnia. Is that bad to say? I do not.
Damn her. Damn her.
No. You know what I do now? I sleep in 3 to 4 hour snatches.
So do I.
I go to bed at 11. I'll sleep till 2 or 3. Then I'm up till 7. Then I'm back asleep for 3 or 4 hours.
I do not sleep like that at all.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of naps.
Look at yours says don't hate. I can sleep for 12 hours straight. Don't hate.
I had insomnia during chemo and afterwards, and then.
Now, for the record, I never slept good to begin with.
Yeah, you're both.
But this is worse.
Anne-Marie does not sleep like ever. Like ever. I don't know how she isn't the most miserable person on the planet.
I am freaking miserable.
Oh, I would be.
I don't know. We were texting it. What? So you got spots in your eyes.
I need to read my texts at 4 in the morning or whatever, and then up texting at 11 o'clock at night, and then.
That's when I do my best thinking. Is the middle of the night.
Oh yeah, I do my creating then. I do some of my best writing then too.
But don't you think that even with all the medication that you pump into yourself, you still can't sleep? Isn't that weird? Don't you think it's weird?
Well, I can't take any of the medications.
No, seriously, I could go to sleep right now.
Ambien, is that the first one that came out? Yeah. Ambien came out, and about I guess 6 or 7 months after it came out, it started having that warning, caution. You may eat or drive.
Right.
Yeah, I drove 30 miles on the interstate to work, had no idea where I'd parked my car. I woke up. I literally had this sensation of waking up at about 10 o'clock in the morning at my office and looked at my boss and said, "How long have I been here?" And he just kind of looked at me and goes, "What?" Apparently I've been responding to emails and talking on the phone.
Yeah,
no memory.
That is really scary.
And they said, "Okay, you cannot take this anymore." I said, "Yeah, you think?"
Yeah, I've heard stuff about that with Ambien.
It for true. It was crazy.
Yeah, you
All
can't
right, I'm
take
going to
that.
try and get out because I've got to fuel my car too, or I won't be driving very much further. So I'm going to try and take you guys out with me. If it gets a little loud, somebody mute me because I don't know how bad the wind is out here.
She is killing me. And that, my friends, is the life of a metastatic patient.
Here's the face of metastatic breast cancer.
It's a pretty good one.
Hey, the car's at least clean this time, which is
what the hell do people complain about? Look at you, you're fine.
I
know. I have hair. I can't be sick. Oy.
Well, all we can see is the roof of your car.
Okay, well,
you don't know that it's really clean.
That's because that's
But
where my
I saw
car.
some guy in the background with a jacket on.
Yeah, I'm at the gas station.
Oh.
Where's Bob? Bob, where are you?
I'm at the mall.
Bob's at the mall.
I'm with Tony. You see
Okay,
Tony? Say hi,
apparently
Tony.
Tony's at the mall.
I think it vapor locked.
And I just got through with my hearing.
Oh, right. How did that go?
It was intense. It was intense, but I survived it, and the lawyer said I did very well with it. So Now he
And
says it takes 1 to 3 months for the decision to be written up and passed on. So who knows how long it'll take for them to decide, and then, you know.
Well, here's the good thing. You will get back pay. Well, okay.
what are we looking
The
Right.
way they do this is, they don't,
pumping gas?
they approve it,
Yes.
but then they don't pay you for 6
Set herself
months.
on fire.
I don't know if
Yeah.
they're hoping you die off before they have to pay you or what. That's
Yeah,
kind
I
of what
don't-
it felt like.
So why is it 6 months after the decision?
I have no idea. I seriously think the government's just trying to not pay it.
Is she pumping gas?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is so illegal.
No, it's not.
Yes,
I was
it is.
I was already on the phone. It's the dialing the phone that creates the static. Trust me,
You
my
blow
husband's a
off with us on the
fireman.
phone. This is freaking live. I'm gonna.
No, let's see.
I'm
Let's
gonna
see.
make $1
Look,
million.
it says turn off engine, no smoking, open flames, no unapproved container. See? See? There is nothing about phones. But anyway, they'll go back to they'll use the back date as your original date of filing.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So by the time it gets there, it might have been 6 months. I don't know how long it took to get to your hearing, but it might be 6 months by that point.
It's been about 2 years since I've originally filed. So.
Well, then they'll actually back pay you.
Yep.
Back to 6 months after the first date of filing.
Yeah.
So that's nice. I mean,
Yeah.
that'll help with the wedding costs. That's all I'm saying.
There you go. There you go. Well, the wedding is going to take place April 10th, so we're just doing a quickie with the Justice of the Peace.
He's doing a
Quickie, yes, a quickie. And we did register, by the way, so
So it's legal in Connecticut to get married?
yes, it is.
Awesome.
Yep, it is. And we registered at Target, Walmart, where else? Target, Walmart, Bed Bath & Beyond, and Home Depot. Home Depot or Lowe's. I can't remember which.
You can register at Home Depot or Lowe's? I didn't know that.
I think you could create a list and then share the list,
Ah.
but I'm not really sure it works all that well, so... Yeah, so for those of you who wanted to be flower girls and maids of honor and said I should register.
Flower girl, right here.
Yep, flower girl,
Right.
there you go.
Andy's maid of honor, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
No, that's too much work.
Was it Andy or was it Stacy that was going to be maid of honor?
Oh, maid of Stacy.
Stacey.
She wanted to be maid of honor.
Who's Melissa McAllister that's calling me?
Oh.
She's been on before.
She's got to call in here. If you don't call in here, then or if you don't answer, say yes to the thing, then it doesn't broadcast.
Right.
I can send her a link.
Oh,
All right.
you can invite her, right?
I'll invite
Where
her.
did Andy go? Did Andy blow up?
Any potentially blew up.
We told you, Andy. We told you.
I'm telling you, you cannot do that. I see a Nordstrom's right in back of Bob there. I think Bob should take us into Nordstrom's and we should ask them to fit him for a prosthetic.
Yeah.
There's the maid of
Stacy.
Hi, gang. I forgot. I'm sorry.
Melissa's calling me back.
Okay, well, I invited her to this chat, so. I do say that I am very tired right about now. This is my tired time.
Really? 1 in the afternoon?
What?
Yeah, I could go to sleep right now. And forget about it. 4 o'clock, I'm like ready to hit the wall.
Well, 4 o'clock is my tired time.
Me too.
I
Me
cannot sleep at night. I go to bed, like I've tried to go to bed early, and then I've tried to go to bed at like 11:30, 12 o'clock, thinking that maybe I could get a couple hours in there. Nothing works.
Nope.
You gotta sleep there, girl.
I do believe you. You got to sleep. I agree.
Like, did you try melatonin?
What?
Tried melatonin.
Okay,
I
there
have.
we are. Sorry, guys.
I have.
Oh, she didn't blow up.
No, I did not blow up another. Apparently, you cannot get a phone call while you're on video, while you're on Hangouts.
Melatonin.
Milligrams.
All right, I'm with the program now. Melatonin, melatonin.
How many milligrams?
Oh, I quit
That's
taking that.
500.
All right, Melissa. Melissa is calling me again, and I keep
Yeah,
hanging up
Melissa's
on her.
calling me too. She's not getting into the chat. She's trying to call us.
Okay, well, you can't. I have invited her about 7 times.
Yeah, she's trying to call us individually for some reason.
You can't. That's not going to work.
Yeah.
Are you sure that's 500 milligrams? I've never heard of that much melatonin. That is insane.
Okay,
I don't know.
should
I
be
gotta
sleep.
go look. I
You
gotta go
should
look
be-
at what my bottle says.
You should be
Yeah.
sleeping really well.
Milligrams is a lot.
500 milligrams right here. See?
Good God.
You're not taking enough, loser. That's
How
not.
much should I take?
That's
Okay.
milligrams.
Have you tried taking a bath with that lavender stuff for babies?
Yeah, I tried taking a lavender bath and Epsom salt and all that crap.
And Febreze has a line of lavender spray, room spray, and
Oh, there you
spray that you
go.
put on your sheets and stuff.
Try trazodone. That's what I take.
There you go.
I don't think that's over the counter.
No, I gotta get a script for that bad boy.
But it
Yeah,
cost
buddy.
zero for me. It cost me nothing on my health plan. It's such an
Oh,
old
nice.
drug.
Maybe I should try some crack cocaine.
Oh yeah, that'll probably work too.
Oh, well, marijuana would probably chill you out a little bit better than
Mhm.
crack.
Yeah, but
I'm
you
just
know,
saying.
marijuana doesn't. Well, she's yelling at me in the text and on the thing for crying out loud. Jesus.
she's calling me again.
Okay, I have invited Melissa. If you're out there, accept the invitation.
I told her we had to go back and jump into the other call.
Yeah, you have to jump into the invite.
I think she's confused. Maybe she's not been sleeping well.
Wait, what was I gonna say?
You
Oh,
don't
chemo brain.
sleep. Laura told me I could add people. Now I can't. It doesn't say that anymore.
That's just when you were me.
No, just like a few minutes ago it did.
Oh, when you go up to the top. Wait. What we're saying? Like, I've done the lavender bath, I've done the relaxing and all that stuff before. I've tried it all. Part of the
nothing worked?
problem is if I what?
You haven't tried 5 milligrams of melatonin.
Yeah.
You're taking like a minuscule amount.
How much should I take of this? How much?
5, nothing. That's wrong. Get rid of it. That's way too little. Seriously, you need like 5 milligrams. That's
what? I don't understand you. It's the bottle. It's not my fault.
you bought the wrong kind.
If I smoke pot, I get all wound up.
I'm sending it to you. You're so tired you don't even know what I'm saying.
How many of these should I take?
The whole freaking bottle!
Are you kidding me?
How many
It's
do you
like-
usually take?
5 micrograms is usually like.
500 micrograms.
Probably should take 2.
Okay, 500 micrograms is
Them to get 5 milligrams.
0.5 milligrams.
That's
Yeah.
Guys, I'm a nurse.
We know.
Throw that out there.
You have to take 10 of those.
Well, why the hell would Trader Joe do that to me?
There's all different doses.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are.
Try
I
natural.
never noticed that wasn't milligrams. I thought that was milligrams.
Because you're sleep deprived.
You think?
Hey, you know, when I get seriously bad, I go sit in the other room and I watch TV until I fall asleep.
I do that. See, you don't understand. I also have major ringing in my ears. So 24/7 my ears ring.
Mine too. You were talking about that today on Facebook, and I've noticed it ever since chemo. It's not from Taxol or whatever you said, but it's from the chemo. It drives me insane.
Yeah, I have to watch TV because the minute it's quiet, I'm like going crazy.
Yes.
Yeah. What about like white noise? Like, you know.
Like ocean waves or something.
You know what I actually did? You guys are gonna die. I found a YouTube of someone getting a tattoo and listened to that.
Really?
I swear to God.
Were they
works?
screaming?
No, I love the sound of a tattoo.
Yeah, the needle. Yeah.
Maybe you should be listening to Flight of the Bumblebees.
See, isn't that relaxing?
It can be.
It works for me.
Yeah.
Okay, Melissa's not figuring this out.
Yeah, Melissa needs an education.
Well,
I give her props for still trying though.
Is Edward calling you, you crazy cats?
That's somebody's phone reacting to, or something reacting to her calling in.
Well, if you guys answer her, it won't be in on this call.
No, it splits off.
Yeah. Well, look at Brandy just figured it out. Hi, Brandy.
Hi, Brandy.
Hi, Brandy.
You guys
Hi,
know
Brandy.
Brandy from Twitter. Brandy's a Twitter girl, and she just started blogging on Cure Diva.
Yay!
Yay.
Is Brandy a Mets girl?
No. But Brandy, you want to tell the peeps about you a little bit?
Sure, but I can't tell if you guys can hear me.
We can hear you.
Okay, sorry. So I was diagnosed 3 years ago, stage 3, currently in remission. I've got 3 kids, and I'm a caretaker to my husband's grandmother.
With your husband's grandmother? I didn't hear that part.
I'm a caretaker.
Oh, okay.
Caught in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a lot, man. And you're a little knitter, aren't you?
Yes, I do. I'm an avid knitter.
Have you seen that hat on Facebook that's for babies? That's the green hat with the orange reddish beard.
I have not.
Oh, yeah.
I
That's
thought you were
funny.
going to say the hat that looks like a boob.
Well, no, somebody made me a hat that looks like a boob, but that's
Me
a whole
too.
other story.
They
I
do.
missed
They have.
that.
They have something called knitted knockers.
Yeah. I
Yes,
think we
I've
should
seen
all
that.
wear our knitted knockers.
I'll go find mine.
I could
I'll wear it
actually find mine. I actually have a scarf that is boobs as well.
A scarf that's boobs? Now that, okay, I'm just not, that's a whole nother world.
Please hold.
And Brandy, just so you know, I'm a male breast cancer survivor, stage 3, back in 2012. Currently in remission. No evidence of disease, thank God.
Yay. Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Hello.
being an advocate.
How are you?
That is amazing.
Yeah.
And yes.
Hey, how's Sephora?
Yes,
Well-
that's for
Sephora is not doing very good.
Oh, that's too bad.
No, Sephora is not doing good. She's in a lot of pain. She's extremely nauseous.
She's home, though, right?
What?
He's home, right?
She's home. PT is there right now. She had to go to the ENT yesterday. She's got some, ear, nose, and throat junk going on. They could do a procedure to relieve some of it, but if they did, then it would be something they'd have to go back and do again. And does she want to keep having a procedure done like that when she has to have all these other procedures done?
So that's new, right? What's going on with
It is new.
your nose and throat?
I don't know. And she's so nauseous that her poor mother has to cut all of her food up so small that it's like baby food, for her to be able to get it down to swallow it.
I'm glad she's eating.
Yeah.
She is eating. She had some white rice yesterday. It's a lot though. Like when she went to the ENT yesterday, and she's using a walker to get to the car, and then when she got to the ENT, by that time she was so exhausted that she used a wheelchair. People don't understand that. I had a lot of people, I was saying to Lisa, say to me, "Oh, it's the gamma knife. That's radiation. It's easy peasy. It's
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'd do chemo before I ever do radiation again. Oh, wait, I am.
I don't know how you could possibly say that. It's your brain. You have no idea where those lesions are, how it's going to affect you, and then all the other stuff on top of it. I mean, she wasn't feeling good going into it, so how can you expect her to feel good coming out of it? That comment makes no sense to me. None.
Well, I'll say this. It's an easier treatment than what used to be standard of care, but that doesn't mean it's easy by any stretch of the imagination.
On your brain?
Targeted radiation is easier, quote, easier to tolerate, unquote, than whole brain radiation because you have less diffuse swelling.
With 12, how many did she have done? 11?
She had 11 lesions. They thought there was 10. Well, there was 10 the week before, and then when they did the MRI prior to the
actual procedure, the gamma knife.
Thank you. There was 11. So in a matter of 3 days, she grew another lesion.
Now,
that being said, where those lesions sit and how much, you think each lesion took about 20 minutes. That's a lot of time under targeted radiation. A lot.
Laying still, unable to move.
Yeah.
And I mean, like bolted down. Your head is bolted down.
Literally.
Yeah. You are strapped down in place. You cannot move. Now, let's see, 20 minutes a pop, that's 200, that's, 3 hours, 4 hours? You're looking at 4 hours?
She was in for 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
And that was after, so it was 4.5 hours after she had an MRI. So she had an MRI first. Then
Somebody better give me some kick-ass drugs is all I'm saying. Knock my ass out.
Then they drug her up. You're actually right.
Awake, don't you? You have to be semi-conscious.
You have
you are awake. It's Novocaine. It's basically Novocaine that they give you. And I talked to a couple girls who had it done, and they told me that the Novocaine is actually just as bad as the radiation because it burns. It's very
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Bad dog. No, bad dog.
Bad dog or bad child?
Bad fur child.
Anyway, it just upsets me that this is where she's at, and with everything that happened this week with Lisa dying, and it's a lot to take in. It's a lot emotionally.
Well, that's therein lies why you can't sleep, because you're on emotional overload, and your brain you just can't separate it to get a decent sleep. And
so the
really
night that
hard.
Lisa died, I don't go to bed with my phone. I leave it out here because if I did go to bed with my phone, it would be like blah, 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 the whole night long.
Yeah, I have no phone rule in my bedroom.
But if you have an iPhone, I get iMessages. So all of a sudden, I could hear my phone going berserk. I was like, what the hell's wrong with my phone? And I looked, and it was just message after message after message. It was just heartbreaking. I mean, our community was just rocked by it. It just, and here we knew how Lisa was. We knew where it was going, yet it happened, and we still were shocked.
Right.
I don't know if I was shocked, but I was just hurt.
Yeah, I guess that's it. I guess you're right.
I mean, when she put out the Look, I cannot respond to,
know.
don't
Oh my
email
God, it's
me,
awful.
text me all day long. I cannot respond. This is serious, or however she put it out. I
Yeah.
went, okay, well,
Yeah, that
yeah,
was.
that was a big hint for me.
So that day that she put that out, I had just sent her a text because I was in the hospital with my sister, and the toilet in there was covered up by like this. It looked like a seat. It was like this box, and it had like a leather lid to the top of it. It was so schwanky, and I took a picture of it and I sent it to Lisa, and I wrote "Find Beauty" as a joke because it was funny. And
I would be laughing.
well, she would. She totally. I know she would find that funny because it was something we joked about poop all the time. So, and then I get a text from Joanna Montgomery, and it says, "Did you read Lisa's post?" And I go to the post. I'm like, "Oh my God! I just texted her a toilet, and she told me not to text or email her, and I'm sending her a text of a toilet."
She was probably laughing if she saw it.
She probably was.
You left out the toilet part in the story with me.
Oh, I did tell you the toilet part?
Oh, no, I think you left that out deliberately.
No, I thought I told you the toilet part.
The day before she died, you sent her a picture of a toilet.
Yeah, I did.
Come on, you gotta laugh.
A toilet.
I'm laughing. I think that's awesome.
I know, I do too.
Hey, look, if you find another swanky toilet, I want to see it.
Yeah, really,
In the
no kidding.
hospital.
Yeah, really.
Toilet, how would it look like? It was crazy.
That's hysterical.
In a weird way, I guess.
Because hospital toilets are not known for being A, comfortable, B, anything even close to swanky.
No, exactly. That's why I sent it.
That's awesome.
I think that rocks.
I guess. So just expect to get wacky
We talked about poop all the
toilet pictures from me. Anyways, but yes, I guess you're right. It was more like her. And, then came the onslaught of everyone blogging about it and all of the media outlets doing reports on it, and some of them
at least
were
some
just,
of them got it right.
Oh my
A couple
God,
of
the
them
E!
got it
Entertainment one, I wanted to jump through and rip them apart because it was the direct opposite of anything that Lisa would have wanted.
Right. Yeah, she passed. Is that what they said? She passed?
Well, she said she passed and her battle was lost. I was like, Oh my God, you just put that whole sentence.
I hope she haunts your ass.
That's exactly what I thought. And then they even went as far as linking stars who had breast cancer, and they all wore pink and
Oh God.
Oh
I
God.
was like, oh my God, you got this completely wrong. You didn't understand anything that she was about.
You're blogging because she's a sensation. You're not blogging because you bothered to read.
Right. Right.
I do want to jump in with one point. I was a bereavement counselor, and people who cannot handle the death yet cannot physically say a person died. They will, not that I think the media is doing this, but people who can't handle death will often default to saying the person passed because they can't even get the words they've died out.
I totally, completely
So
agree.
it's walking a fine line between respecting wishes but knowing where other people are. And obviously media who's writing about it who didn't know her doesn't count in this discussion, but
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, Brandy, Lisa down there, Lisa,
Yeah.
and I discussed that exact point that, passing, gained wings, that's all our way of coping with it. I totally agree with you. I'm not counting the media on those comments. Sephora is...
It's a hard word to say for anybody, really. It seems like such a cold, just a fact, This person died. It's just a hard word to say, I think.
yeah. Well, we don't talk about death enough in general in our society, so people don't know how to process it very well.
Sephora was going to jump in and say hi, but her PT just got there.
Oh.
Hi.
Everyone yell hi to her, though, in case she's still on.
Hi.
Hi.
We miss you.
We do miss her.
Come talk about our lack of sleep.
She really has lack of sleep. What the hell was that?
Oh, that's me opening the freezer. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to make for dinner.
When you have a clue, would you let me know? Because I need a clue too.
Nothing in here is looking good.
If you want to come over.
What do you
have to say hi to everyone for her?
We're thinking of her all the time. Tell her.
Yep.
She knows that. I've been telling her that. She does miss everybody, but I think it's really hard for us to say goodbye to our friends that we've met on social media. Even though we have not met so many of us, the connection is almost deeper than our friends that we know locally and that we do see on a daily basis.
I see Sephora!
Sephora!
Hi, Stick Bun!
Oh. I have like 2 seconds. The physical therapist is here.
Okay, well, we'll be quiet while she tortures you.
Can we watch her?
All right, come on in. Okay.
Really
How you doing?
shit, but you do.
Oh.
You look great. You look great. I don't know what your problem is. It's totally fine.
It's nice out today. Got the window open.
Must be like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not driving
I miss you
around
guys.
holding my hat.
Miss you
We
too.
miss you too.
I'll see you guys later.
Okay, love
All right. Love you. Love you.
Aw.
Yay, I'm glad she got to pop in for a second.
I know. But that's what I mean. Like, we all have a great connection with her, so how can we, not worry about her or worry about Bob or anybody that's on the panel or anyone that we read their blog or, see tweets from. We worry about each other in a way that I think is just as intense as our friends that we see on a daily basis.
Right.
I think it's almost more because you don't have that physical eye contact.
Well, and Brandy, you know what else I think why it's more? There's less judgment here. We all are so open with each other in such a private way that I think that almost more so than our friends that we see all the time. I mean, we talk about poop and facial hair and nipples and all sorts of stuff that our friends here we would never think of talking about with. But
we all get it, and I mean, I don't have. I know of several other breast cancer survivors, but we don't talk this way. Does that make sense? There's been there was one woman who really mentored me through the process and was open like this and just laid it all out and talked about poop and talked about lemon made everything taste better even when it tasted like crap. Lemon made it taste better. Stupid stuff like that. That I don't talk about with the other breast cancer survivors that are local. And with me being Mets too, it's kind of really. Sometimes they don't want to go there. They just don't want to think that could be me.
Right.
Yeah.
Or have the survivor's guilt of, I'm grown, I'm old, my kids are all grown, my grandkids are even, going to remember me. Why do I have it? Why am I clear and she's not? Kind of a thing.
And actually, because we're not face-to-face with the people every day, I think you're right, Andy. I think, like, you're talking about people you see at support groups locally, but you might run into them in the grocery store or what have you, so it's a different thing.
Support groups are almost like AA groups, you know what I mean? It's like nobody gives out last names. It's all very kind of...
Well, there's an anonymity sort of here.
I've yet to find a local support group that I am as comfortable as I am right now.
Well, I run a warrior group. We call it Warrior Wellness. It's every other Sunday, and we're pretty open. It's a really great group of girls, and I started it because I went to the Y. I did the Live Strong program, and they were all like 90 years old, and all they cared. I was like, Like, I was like, can we talk about sex and the lack of it? You know, they're like, all they wanted to talk about was where they were going to go get coffee after this. Well, let's just go downstairs and get a cup of coffee. I wanted to
Hey,
talk.
look, their heart may not be healthy enough for sex, and that is a warning for Viagra. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, right.
So I have this great group that we meet on Sundays, and it's a phenomenal group. But they're local, and, you know, they are a really great group of people. They really
That's
are.
great. You're lucky.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
not,
you really
I
are.
started it.
not as good as us. So just say it. They're not as good as we are.
No, they're not.
Don't tell any of them I said that.
I'm going to a thing this weekend in Baltimore. It's a survivorship workshop for locals. It'll be interesting to see because they're talking about survivorship, and it's like, how do I class myself? Because I'm not really going to be a survivor, you know? I'm going to be losing this battle. But they have a session for caregivers, and this is the first time my boyfriend is actually going to be able to meet other caregivers and talk about being a caregiver to a person with cancer. I'm like, I've been nagging at him forever to do something like this. So I'm very excited that he's going with me to Baltimore for this half-day class. But there's like one of the seminars is like, you know, life after cancer and sex. So I'm like, I'm going to that one. And then another one, planning your legacy, which I've already done that. You know, I've already attended that workshop. And then there's like another workshop on just you know, living well and living life to your fullest, what you do kind of thing. So I'm very interested to see how this is going to go. But this is like the first time in a large group format that I'm going to be attending some type of support, you know. So it'll be interesting.
What's it Wednesday? Is it through?
I'm sorry, what?
Is it through Mercy Hospital by any chance?
It's in Baltimore. It's put on by Hopkins, and it's at the, I think, although Komen will be there, they're part sponsors of this. We all get it now. But I'm interested
Take whatever
to see what
you
they
can
have
get
to
from
say.
them bastards. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud?
Yeah,
Brandon,
it's sponsored
where are you
by
located?
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Where are you again?
Who, me?
I'm in the Chicago suburbs,
Oh, okay.
where
funny.
it's finally sunny.
I know, it's finally sunny here. I want to, like, open my windows.
It's 60 degrees and sunny here.
Well, it's not 60,
yeah,
so shut up.
It's 65 here, but I'm waiting for the rain to come in.
All right,
we had that yesterday.
Sunny here.
You know, Stacy, you just had a good point. You said something about survivorship, and that's that funny word again. We play around with it a lot. We say it, and we hear it, and we cringe at it. Survivor, and you know, it's love. There's a love-hate for that word because I totally get. Like I said that word 1,000,001 times before I really understood the reality of why it bugs people so much. Because people with metastatic cancer are not surviving. They're living with it.
Survive until you're not, all of us?
Wait, who said what?
Aren't we all surviving until we're not, though?
Well, yeah, that's true.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you can survive 1,000,001 things. You can survive a bad marriage. You can survive a car wreck. You know, that doesn't take away from the fact that it happened.
Right.
I guess you can say if you're metastatic, you can say you survived.
I found a term on
survivorship for breast cancer survivors, families, and caregivers. So
I don't.
It's tricky.
Well, I think people don't want to survive. They want to feel like they're thriving.
Right.
Yeah, there's a
Right.
term I found somewhere on Twitter that was meta-thriving.
Yes, that's by our friend there, Chris. What is her name? The gal in Nebraska. Suzanne. Yeah.
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 Good word.
But I'm sure if you find the right person, they're going to find fault in that word too. I don't know what I think everyone has their own definition of how their life is going about it, and I think every time you turn around, someone's finding an argument with a word, and I actually understand.
Yeah, there was that great New York Times article a few weeks ago about words and how they're bandied about. Did anybody see that article? because they had it was in their Well blog, and I forget, she's a woman who has ovarian cancer. She's now forced to retire because of her illness, English professor, and she was talking about, words as power and bullets when dealing with cancer, and how people, what words to use, the different words and terminology that people have and people's feelings that are associated with those words. It was very interesting. I posted it on my Facebook page, but do go back and look for it. It's a really powerful piece on the power of words.
I'm going to have to go look for that, because I personally don't have a problem with the battle language or the fight or the anything like that. Now, I don't know if it doesn't bother me because I'm a veteran and I understand winning and losing battles doesn't make me any better or less of a sailor. I mean, there were some things lost that happened while I was in the Navy that it doesn't make me any less of a sailor. So for me, it doesn't bother me. I don't know if that's why it doesn't bother me, or it just doesn't bother me, period. It's not like I'm giving up, and it's not like cancer fights fair, so.
Well, you know what? I don't have a problem with any words. I think it's to each their own. But I have a problem when you don't respect someone else's way of dealing with it.
Oh, well, I would agree with that.
Yeah,
because that's where I start really kind of blowing up. And whether the person chooses to sing their way through chemo treatments or whether they choose to cry their way through chemo treatments, it's their way. And we are not here to judge each person. Just like each person's cancer is completely different, their way of dealing with it is different. And I think part of our fault, all of us, is when we start judging that. You can't do that.
Right.
It's very true.
You have to respect how each person wants to handle it. Just like with Lisa. She did not want us to use those words. We need to respect that she didn't want us to use those words.
I agree
How about
with that.
Florida banning climate change? Speaking of words.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lord.
What's your
Facebook page?
Who, me?
Yeah, Stacy. You said it was on your Facebook page.
Yeah, and you'll have to probably scroll down a bit. I forget where it is. I think it came out in February. Hall. It's Stacy Stoughton, Stoughton, Hall, Hall.
So what do you think we should talk about next week? The fact that my hands are blue? Look.
Oh, pretty.
Again?
No, it's my hands were cold today, and I was like, what the hell? My hands are blue.
I was going to say, Raynaud's, anyone?
Yeah,
I got new jeans.
Oh, nice.
You are nuts, girl. You are nuts.
Okay, has anybody, here's a really random question for you. Has anybody ever discovered that after chemo or somewhere that I've been drinking beer just because I like beer? Beer is making me hyper, but I haven't noticed that until after I started chemo. Has anybody ever seen that?
Beer makes you hyper?
Yes, and I think it's because of chemo.
I'm not a beer drinker, but now I'm going to have to go try that because I found a couple of beers while we were traveling that I liked. One's a blueberry beer from Maine that's really yummy.
Oh yeah, Weyerhaeuser something.
No, actually I picked up two different ones. One is, I still have a bottle of it because I refuse to open it. Oh, the Shipyard.
Shipyard, yeah, that's out of Portland. I'm a beer geek, sorry.
I can't drink. I actually stopped drinking.
Is Annie cracking? She hasn't stopped moving once during the entire.
I know. You're making me kind of nauseous.
No, I'm sorry. I'm hungry, and I'm trying to find something in the house to eat before I go to practice. And damn it, there's nothing in my house to eat, so I'm eating jarred marinated mushrooms.
Liquid bread. Come on, eat that blueberry. Drink that blueberry beer. You'll set.
She's eating marinated mushrooms.
Yes, I'm eating marinated mushrooms straight out of the jar.
Ooh.
Yep, that's what I'm eating.
That is so healthy.
I know. Well, let's see. There's olive oil in there, right? That's healthy.
Ooh, you can guzzle that.
I can't drink alcohol anymore. If I do, all my wonky symptoms go wonktified.
Wonkier than wonkier. Mm.
Yeah. Bad.
Very
bad.
That and cooking are the only two things that get me through.
Yeah,
Well,
I cannot drink.
I didn't cook to begin with, so I'm not cooking now, but...
Clearly, because you're eating mushrooms out of a jar.
Yep.
Andy's coming to visit me, and I just can't wait to actually just give her a jar of marinated mushrooms. Really, that's
You
all
found
I
your
got.
housewarming gift.
There we go. There we go. I'm bringing you Skittles.
I haven't eaten sugar since January 6th or 2nd.
All right, then I won't bring Skittles. I'll have
Don't
to
you
find
dare.
something else to bring.
I can't find
Bring me smooth tea.
Smooth
I don't
move
like that
tea.
one.
What's
Ugh.
that? What is that?
It's licorice root, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh.
Yeah, and
good.
senna. Yeah, it's got all
Yeah.
this nasty herby stuff in there that's supposed to help with that.
It does.
Well, senna I
I
recognize,
like
but
stress
I didn't know.
relief, and I also like the stomach one that they have, the ginger ease.
Yeah.
That one's good.
Oh, I like ginger beer.
Ginger's
It's
great.
not a beer. It is not
Right.
a beer. It's a soda, like root beer.
Add
but
rum
ginger
to it.
beer
It's
is
awesome.
what I've been drinking.
Brandy's like, these people are crazy.
Yes, the really dark rum, the wait, I have it
Goslings.
over here, the molasses rum.
Yeah,
Goslings.
Goslings.
See,
Yeah.
Add a
people
pinch of
think
cayenne
that
pepper
Metsters
and
are
a lot.
quiet. The Metsters are yip, 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 yip. You gotta talk
It's real
about beer.
crazy.
Yip, yip, yip,
It's
yip,
I'm
yip.
over
affecting
here
our brain.
jealous because I can't tolerate alcohol since chemo, and I'm not allowed to drink any tea, and I gave up caffeine. So what the frick is left? Just
Oh,
water.
my.
I don't
Kombucha.
like water.
Oh,
Kombucha.
oh,
Kombucha.
It'll be
yeah.
fine. It'll be fine.
That's tea,
Sometimes
though.
I take tea. Oh well.
Yeah, but no tea. I mean, she's talking about like the tea leaves, but kombucha's like
Oh,
that
God.
nasty moldy mushroom crap.
Tea, isn't it?
What do you drink?
Water.
Water? Oh, that just sucks.
What about cucumber water? Do you ever do that? Like, or lemon
Yeah.
water?
Or lemon
Yeah, I like
water,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, because I can't do lemon water because my teeth are like literally falling apart.
Ooh.
I was just
Just actually, someone just. Do you know Virginia? She's a Twitter girl. I can't remember her last name. It just went out of my head. But she just messaged me that she's been having a really hard time with her teeth. She's about a year out of chemo, and she can't even floss her teeth without it being so painful.
Yeah.
I gave up using
Was that the tamoxifen gum, bleeding gum question?
Nope, another one. This is another one.
Well, my teeth have always been bad because the enamel did not form properly when I was a child.
Ooh.
So they were bad, and then we threw in chemo, and then I had all these infections with reconstruction, so I couldn't get any dental work done for like 3 years.
Oh, that sucks.
So this fall I went in and had like 3 crowns and like 10 fillings and
Oof.
Yeah,
It
I'm
would help.
holding off on a crown until I get through all of this because I have a cracked tooth in the back. But my dentist is like, well, we obviously can't do anything until you get done with all of your treatments. So I'm hoping that my tooth stays together. I think the only thing that's holding it together is the filling.
yeah, it's hard. Well, I had 2 sepsis infections in 2 years,
Ooh.
or in 13 months,
God.
so
Oh, that
Ouch.
sucks.
I couldn't do anything. It was like I was on antibiotics almost nonstop.
Ugh.
And my poor doctor, who was a guy, kept going, you have to stay on them. And I'm like, I don't think you understand. I can't do any more antibiotics. I'm dying here.
Yeah.
And it's like, nobody's giving you any yeast pills? No!
Oh my God, nobody gave you yeast pills? That sucks.
Yeah.
Did anyone get
I've learned to ask for them now.
Did anyone get C. diff on this group?
No,
You
but
did,
when I was
right?
well, they thought I did, but they quarantined me and went through all that stuff, and they monitored me, did the little hats over the toilet kind of thing. But fortunately, I did not. I was very lucky.
I have 2 friends that got C. diff, both breast cancer girls. Yeah, it's not a
I'm
pretty
allergic
thing.
no, it's not, and I am allergic to so many antibiotics that I'm a really tough case when I go to the hospital. They just hate me.
Is that new for you? Because I've never been allergic to anything, and ever since chemo, we found like 8 allergies.
Sadly,
Oh,
no. I came that way.
I came that way. Baby, I was born that way.
Stuff I took before chemo, I can't take anymore.
Now my taste buds have changed.
I kind of wish mine had because I was, I might have not because I still can
like
eat like
chocolate
a horse.
is not as good. Chocolate is
that
not as
sucks.
good anymore.
That's a bummer.
Mm.
Yeah.
Although it could be a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, no, because now I substitute Skittles and Swedish Fish and all the gummy kind of
Swedish fish.
stuff. Yeah.
actually, my taste buds have changed. I can't spicy stuff no more. And I used to be the
It kills my
spicy-
stomach now. I love spicy food.
I used to
It
love
absolutely-
spicy. I wanted spicy. Now I cannot handle it.
Yeah.
A lot of that's the hot flashes too. I can't. I don't want to deal.
Yeah.
Spicy foods physically burn my mouth now. Like, spicy foods are painful.
Ugh.
Yeah, I've learned I have to add like sugar and stuff to chili or spaghetti
This
sauce.
this
my
actually
husband
brings
makes.
me to a good next week's topic. I think we should talk about cancer, what they didn't tell us.
Yes. Oh man, I've been finding out a lot of things the hard way.
Right?
Surprise.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Sounds great, because that's one thing too. Skin differences. That's one thing I really have a lot of questions on.
So dry, so dry.
Yes.
Dry. What about removing all your girl hormones so that you're plucking your chin hairs like?
You know, I have not gotten any of that, but my skin is. I feel like a lizard. It's dry and scaly and yeah.
Everywhere. My eyes, I have to put eye drops in like 10 times a day.
Me too. I don't have any eyelashes, so that makes it all the harder.
Oh, I bet it does, Stacy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Well, when you're getting chemo, so yeah, definitely.
Did you have
my eyebrows.
chemo today, Stacy?
No, I have it next week. It'll be my last round. Woohoo!
Yay!
I'm very excited.
All right, kids. So next week we're going to talk about cancer. What they didn't tell us.
Sounds like a plan.
Does that
Sounds
sound
good to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Bye, folks.
And I'll try not to be so mobile.
And have some mushrooms handy, will you?
Have some mushrooms. Why don't you shroom?
See, that's what they would have to do to give me brain radiation. They'd have to like seriously dope me up because I don't do well. Obviously, I don't do well sitting still.
Clearly.
I see that. She's looking.
All right, kids. Next week.
Hey,
Bye,
you're
guys.
still awake.
Bye.
You are still awake. You didn't entertain us.